Hi, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about being a leader and especially being a conscious leader. Um, it's something I never really kind of explored for myself what being leader is, and I kind of had a slight idea what it is, but it was something I never really considered as something I need to choose. So basically, I just assume that um, like it's something that kind of happens to you. You just get into the leader mode and you're just leader, and or you have to have certain qualities before you become the leader. And what I actually noticed with working with access consciousness tools, that it's actually something that you need to choose to be. Like I used to think that you have to, someone has to give you the opportunity to be a leader, and then you become one. Then basically they tell you what you need to do. And then I was thinking of the current day leaders, and even leaders who are true leaders in our lives, and who are already dead and living, and the true leaders, they actually, no one really told them what they need to do. No one really told them. They just followed they just saw that something is not working in this world, and they actually went out of their way, and out of their way to actually do something about it. So what I actually picked up today is book by Bowman. I don't have a hardcover book, but this is the cover of. It's a conscious leader for futures that are sustainable by Bowman, and for with major contributions from Stephen Bowman and Gary M. Douglas. And I just wanted to read a little short excerpt from the book. So what if there is a different possibility for leading and creating? Well, there is. It's a conscious leadership. Any person on this earth can make the choice to become a conscious leader. It's not a matter of luck, destiny, or circumstance, but a direct outcome of making some essential changes in your outlook and your life. If you wish to become a conscious leader for futures that are sustainable, but you don't know what it will take for that to transpire, this book will inspire you to see different possibilities and point you towards creating sustainable futures. Many people in their first encounters with conscious leadership get stuck on the word conscious. Literally. Conscious means the ability to be the ability to be present in your life in every moment. Conscious also means recognizing that we are connected to the energy of all creation. You may find this difficult to comprehend. Actually, it's not feasible to fully grasp the meaning of the word. That's the point. Any definition of it isn't really it. It's undefinable, unconfinable, indescribable, and infinitely present, and it flows through all things. It's not something to believe in, it's what and who you are. I have learned that one can teach you how to become conscious. No one can teach you to function with awareness and to embody and be the greatness that you truly be. Being a conscious leader is practiced as a personal transformation. It is not about acquiring consciousness as a capacity or possessions, but rather simply becoming more conscious and aware. Being conscious is not to have it, it is to be. And just a short, people ask, what is required for me to be conscious? And I would say choice. You have to choose it. Here is the thing. If you choose to be conscious leader and you truly choose to live with awareness, you will have a different way of functioning. You will have the capacity to enjoy everything in life. The choice instantly changes how you see yourself, and your priorities will shift in fundamental ways. With consciousness, you will be aware of everything in totality. Total awareness does not necessarily give you a comfortable reality, of course. If you give you a lot of awareness, which allows you to shape your life rather than be shaped by it. So, this is like a short excerpt from the book. And if you would like to check out the book, just see the description. I'm adding that link. So it is something as well for myself that I want to look into it. Yeah, because I can't wait for someone to tell me what being a leader is, and there are lots of points what I have decided what being a leader is, and not just a leader, and especially conscious leader. It's like a minefield because I lived, and probably you too, with the idea what the leader is, and especially you look at the people like Gandhi, don't know, Richard Branson, who else, Barack Obama, Martin Luther King. All these people are great. They have achieved a lot in the world. They have left their mark on the world, and we kind of look at them and we kind of decide what they are, and then we decide that we don't actually have those qualities. But only thing that actually they have kind of in common, they just saw what's not working in the world and they just went for it. They just went for it to make it better for everyone, and they didn't wait for someone to tell them to do it. They didn't wait for someone to kind of get out of the way. They didn't wait for the circumstances to change to go for it. They just basically went it because they decided that that's wrong and this shouldn't happen in the world, and they and no one else was doing it, so they just went on and just basically did what they wanted to do. They it's I think it's Gandhi said that be the change you want to see in the world, and it is kind of job of the leader to actually, if you want to be a leader, you have to be that change. If you see something that you don't want, you that's not working in your life or someone else's life or in the world in general, you just go for it. You just choose your and you follow your knowing, you follow your awareness. And what I love about this, I haven't finished reading it yet, but I love about this that it doesn't actually kind of tell you exactly like follow this and this, because that's what follower would do. Follower would actually have to follow the instructions. Leader is the one who actually what's the word, kind of trust its own knowing to actually follow it, follow its awareness, follow its knowing, follow its kind of heart, to go for what's right or what needs to be different in the world. And that's what I love about this book. And I actually really like writings of Chutzitza Bowman. She's such an inspiration to me. And I love how basically this book shows you how to be more conscious, how to follow your own knowing, follow your awareness. Because we don't need 100 million people who does the same thing. We need 100 million people who follow what they know. And we weren't created to be equal or the same. We were created to embrace our differences and create that in the world. Because we can't, if you want to, if everyone would work in the same ways, same directions, the same, with the same skill set, we would just be like people working on conveyor belt. But if 100 million people like come together to create a better world for everyone, I'm sure that's gonna create something amazing in the world. Not what we see at the moment, where everyone is just doing, not everyone, many people doing what is basically good just for them and fuck everyone else. So I invite you to look into this yourself about what being a leader is, what being a conscious leader is. And yeah, if you want, you can just pick up that book. As I said, its link is in below. And I'll see you soon again. Bye bye.